Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Can You Ever Forgive Me? I am not the hugest fan of Melissa McCarthy. When I saw the trailers for this, I'm like, oh, this feels like this can be something different and maybe really dig her teeth into something dramatic and maybe you would get my attention and change my mind a little bit. And she definitely accomplished that. This film is about a author who's down on her luck and she starts forging letters to famous authors, and she has a budding relationship with a she is herself is a lesbian and growing this relationship with a gay man, and this friendship brewing, and then a potential love interest for her. And I feel like this film, which was directed by Marielle Heller, is so well done and the tone is perfect. She's able to capture a very specific, to borrow some of the lines from the film, a very caustic wit about it and a very dry and really down to earth and grounded tone to this film, despite the fact that it's like we have some bigger and larger than life characters at the forefront. And to be perfectly honest, Lee Israel is very unlikable, but is so interesting to the point where it's like you can't look away. And Jack Hawk, played by Richard E. Grant, is endearing to a point, annoying to a point, an asshole to a point, but does all those things so well that it's a character that you have to watch. And you have to watch this budding relationship between these two and how things are going and building up to this point. And things feel very natural of how the relationship builds. Things feel very natural with how Lee Israel builds a relationship with this woman named Anna Dolly Wells, who owns one of the shops that she tries to sell these letters to, and their budding relationship is endearing. And it's hard to watch because you can tell Lee Israel's trying on some level, trying to squeak through building these human connections, but can't help it because it doesn't feel like she really knows how. And you can see the pain that it puts on Anna's face as she's trying to flirt, as she's trying to like help Lee let her in. And those moments are very meaningful and emotional, and there's some very powerful emotional moments as well, and some realizations that Lee Israel has to deal with in this film. Basically, Melissa McCarthy is a more grounded, like bitchy character that she plays a lot. And she's mean. She has some zingers in this film, and they're great. And the barbs that her and Richard E. Grant throw back and forth at each other are really impressive. The dialogue in this film, this was written by Jeff Whitley and Nicole Holofcenter, and the two of them do a fantastic job of building the story, which is intriguing. The fact that this is a true story and is something that's building tension. There's some real moments of great tension that Heller is able to create with her direction. And the cinematography in this is really well done and gives this a very grainy, muted kind of look. In this time period that this is going on, it really captures the atmosphere of the city and the life that she's living. And overall, I feel like this film is really, really well realized. And some great characters, which could some of the other characters be a little more fleshed out besides our two main characters? Yeah. But I feel like they do their job well enough and they're there. And you get to see this progression of this character, and Lee Israel goes on this journey, and it's really impressive. And her chemistry between Melissa McCarthy and Richard E. Grant is fantastic, and they carry this film together so well. Melissa McCarthy is the real lead of this film and really should get some Oscar buzz. And so should Richard E. Grant for Best Supporting Actor, because he really does a great job in this film as well, being able to convey all of his emotions and doing a really powerful performance between both of them. The story, is it super unpredictable? No. And you expect this film to kind of go the way that it expects. There are some moments that might surprise you, but in general, it's the characters, their chemistry, the dialogue, and basically these performances, like I mentioned, are really the things that carry through this film and make this one of the nicest surprises of this year. And maybe Melissa McCarthy will do more dramas like this, and maybe I'll be more excited to see her perform in some films, because this did really catch my attention. She does a great job. Richard E. Grant does a great job. Everyone involved does a really great job, to be perfectly honest. This is a very well done film, really got my attention, and I hope that this gets some buzz. And honestly, you should go check this out. It's releasing wider, it's popping up in both independent and big chain theaters. Go check out Can You Ever Forgive Me? And thank you as always for supporting your Wasteland reviewer.